the girl on fire, Jennifer Lawrence, this year's It Girl, both on the big screen and on red carpet, taking the world by storm at Hunger Games premieres in London, Paris, and Los Angeles.
There probably is not going to be a bigger star than Jennifer Lawrence after this weekend. She is poised for international stardom. This movie is going to propel her to being a household name.
Nominated for an Oscar last year for her role in Winter's Bone, the 21-year-old Kentucky native is catapulting to superstardom, playing the 16-year-old Katniss in the first installment of a hotly anticipated movie, The Hunger Games.
I think every young star in Hollywood is probably trying to get the part of Katniss. Jennifer Lawrence exudes this inner toughness while still being super pretty, super relatable to young girls.
Currently on the cover of countless magazines, Jennifer has said it took her 3 days to decide on taking this role of a lifetime in what could be the biggest film of the year, expected to rake in $100 million on opening weekend alone. But for fans of all ages, it's all about Katniss, a character brimming with girl power and bravery.
I volunteer as tribute.
In the Hunger Games, Katniss lives in a post-apocalyptic world where she is forced to fight to the death in order to save her 12-year-old sister. The game of survival is broadcast live for the world to see. With her life on the line, Katniss is not only competing to survive in the arena, but is emotionally torn. She has feelings for her best friend Gale, played by Liam Hemsworth. But when her competitor, Peeta, played by Josh Hutcherson, announces his love for her to the world,
3, 2, 1.
She's taken on an action-packed, emotional roller coaster. I don't need to say it. Please welcome Jennifer Lawrence here to Good Morning America. Oh my goodness, this is how you roll?
This is when I get out of bed in the morning.
Oh yes, right here. I asked you this inside. Are you ready for this? All that comes with what this film is going to bring you.
Yeah, I mean, as ready as you can be. There's no way to prepare for people screaming in your face, like in a good way. It's just a weird thing to adjust to, so I hope so.
I know, because you have been so humble, and just, spending the limited time I have with you, you're very humbled by all of this. And let me say, why did it take you 3 days to decide on this role that everyone wanted?
It was just a huge decision that I felt like couldn't be made just in the phone call, and they're like, well, and I just needed, there's not a lot of decisions that you make that will change your life forever, and it'll never go back, and, I didn't know if I was ready for my life to veer in this direction yet, but ultimately I loved the script, I loved the character, and the books, and the director, and...
You really felt Katniss. I've heard you say that, and this is such an athletic role. You had to do yoga, and is it true you had to learn how to run properly? What was that about?
Well, I'm pigeon-footed, so I run like real problems. So I just had to learn how to run with my feet straight, and then they ended up just taping my ankles to make my feet go out. I'm really pigeon-footed.
Because you do a lot of running. I know your mom was watching film and go, girl, you're doing a lot of running in that film. Yeah. I want to show another clip here because Stanley Tucci, this is a phenomenal cast. And Stanley Tucci is interviewing you, if you will, before the games.
Yes.
Here it is.
I have one more question for you. It's about your sister. We were all very moved, I think, when you volunteered for the reaping. Did she come and say goodbye to you?
Yes, she did.
And what did you say to her in the end?
I told her that I would try to win. That I would try to win for her.
Of course you did. And try you will.
Stanley Tucci, Woody Harrelson, those some of them. I mean, all these great actors. And somebody that you had the cast calling Mr. Kravitz. You know Woody very well, don't you?
I do, yeah. He's one of my best friend's dads, so he's always been Mr. Kravitz to me. And then I had to change when we got on set because he said it made him sound old.
But you worked with his daughter at Este, right?
Yes, yeah, that's how we met, Zoe.
And didn't he take you to Paris and try to put some culture into you?
He what?
He put some culture into you in Paris?
Yeah, he tried to put culture into it. But when Zoe and I were together, we're just like Beavis and Butthead, like we were in an art museum, like laughing at the naked people. But yeah, he has a beautiful house in Paris that he let us destroy for a weekend.
Well, you two are magic on screen together. And when he accepted the role, he didn't know that you were in the movie, and when they told him Jennifer Lawrence, he was like, yeah, she was just in my kitchen.
What?
A couple days ago. Okay, we have some questions from our audience, if you don't mind.
Great.
Would you let? Okay, your first question.
Before being cast for the movie, had you already read the books?
Yes. I was a massive fan. I had read like all 3 of them in 4 days, and then I found out about the movies and was like, oh.
And can I say, as someone who had not read the books yet, you can completely follow in the movie. You know, it was really cute because on our crew, some of us had read the books and others hadn't, and it was interesting how we both came at it and looking at it. So it's great.
Oh, good. Thanks.
So it's good that you did read it. What's the other question? Can you hand a microphone to her?
What was your favorite scene to shoot in the Hunger Games?
I think the one was Stanley Tucci, because it was the first, like, we had been out in the woods for like 3 months, and I was ready to be inside, and then shooting with Stanley Tucci is like unbelievable. He's an incredible actor, and it's also a really cool turning point for Katniss, because it's when she realizes that it's a game and she's got to play along, and it was a cool scene.
Cool. You know, Jennifer Lawrence just talked to you. No, you know, just she's holding up with signed in the 17 magazine. Yeah,
of course.
Oh, okay. I love this.
Oh my God.
And you said that you.
I have the worst signature ever. I always feel bad when I start signing people's books.
I know, that's fine. But you have said that you are. I will never be able to
Every time I feel like I get punished, I'm up.
But you said you'd be more comfortable in flats, right? You're not like the whole glam.
Yeah, no, I checked into the hotel the other day in socks. I just don't like shoes.
That's what we love about you. Congratulations. Hang on. And we'll see it on Friday. The Hunger Games opens on Friday, and your co-star, Josh Hutcherson, will be here tomorrow.